Alright, in this video we're going to talk about irregular figures. And you can kind of tell there, I mean, it's already poorly drawn, but just looking at that, okay, the figure that I've drawn obviously is not something that you're used to seeing. You're not used to seeing, it looks like a rectangle with another rectangle attached to it, right? Okay, and you'll run into problems like this where they'll talk about, hey, you need to find the area. Okay, so find the area of the irregular figure. Okay, now you think, I don't know any formula to find the area of that thing. Okay, well, the easiest way to do this one, okay, is really to kind of make this into two figures. Okay, so now look at, I can find the area of this first one, and then I find the area of this second one over here, and then I can just add those together. Okay, and that will give me my area. So here's what I do. I'm going to do the area first of the bigger one, and then I'm going to find the area of the smaller one, and I'm going to add those together. Okay, so to find the area of the bigger one, you do 5 times 4. Okay, and then when we're done, we're going to find the area of the smaller one, which is 3 times 2, and add those together. So the area of the big one, 5 times 4, is 20, and the area of the smaller one is 6. So the area of the whole thing is 26. It's just that simple. Okay. So now, obviously, okay, we're not going to keep it that simple on you because we're in a unit called polynomials. So your polynomials are going to get a little more difficult. Okay. So, but the concept stays the same if you have irregular figures like this. Okay, you find the area of one part, you add the area of the next part. Okay, so let's say, for instance, now, instead of doing that, let's see if I can erase. Oh, I can't erase anymore. Alright, I'll go to a new slide and draw it alone. Alright, so say, for instance, now, you have the same kind of figure, okay, but instead of 2, let's say we have 2x, and instead of 3, let's say we have 3x plus 2, and instead of 4, we have 4x minus 6, and instead of 5, we have 5x plus 2. Okay, well, the basics are still the same. We need to find the area of our two different figures. Okay, so the area of that one and the area of that one. And then we're going to add them together, and we'll be fine. Okay, so if we start with the area of the bigger one, okay, you have 5x plus 2 times 4x minus 6. Okay, and then you go to the area of the littler guy, you have 3x plus 2 times 2x. And then when we get the answers to those, we're going to add them together. Okay? So let's start with the bigger one. So 5x times 4x is going to give you 20x squared. 5x times negative 6 will give you negative 30x. 2 times 4 will give you 8x. And 2 times negative 6 will give you negative 12. Okay, and since I'm here, I'm going to keep on going here, and I'm going to take this 2x, I'm going to distribute it in. So 2x times 3x, 6x squared, 2x times 2 is 4x. Okay, now, look at that. Okay, it's just basically an addition problem. Okay, so we're going to find our like terms. There's our x squareds. There's an x, there's an x. There's an x, and finally our constant. Now because this is an addition problem, I don't have to do anything extra or keep them separate. I can just kind of keep right on going. Now if this was a subtraction problem, I'd want to make sure I kept the last part inside a parenthesis first, and then distribute that negative, right, and do the additive inverse. But I don't have to worry about that. So anyway, we'll just keep going. So 20x and 6x squared, that's going to be 26x squared, We have negative 30x plus 8x. That will give you negative 22x. And we have another 4x over there, so we got negative 18x. And then we have minus 12. That's it. We're all done. Okay, pretty simple. So adding those, when you have irregular shapes and you're finding the area, you find the area of one, find the area of the other, add them together. It's just that simple. Okay, you'll also run into some problems that look kind of like this. It'll tell you to find the area either of like the outer frame or of the shaded region or something like that. Okay, and so if you look here, no, that's not 2 to the third power in the middle. Okay, the bottom is 2 and the side is 3. Okay, the little square in the middle. And so here's what you're going to do. Okay, first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the area of the whole thing. So I'm just going to kind of shade this whole thing in. Okay, and so the area of the whole thing, you just do what? You do 5 times 4, right? So that's going to be the whole outer square or rectangle. The area for that is going to give you 5 times 4. Okay, so the area of the entire thing is 20. Well, I don't want the whole thing, right? I want all of it except for the little part in the middle. Okay, so I don't want that part in the middle. So if I want that part in the middle out, then what I have to do is I actually, oh, sorry about that, I actually have to subtract that little part in the middle. Okay, so subtract the area of the little thing. Well, to find the area of the little one is going to be 2 times 3. So I'm going to subtract then the 6 from the middle. And so my area of my figure would be 14. Okay, so you find the area of the whole big thing, and then you find the area of the smaller one and subtract that from it. Okay, that's all you're doing here. Just taking out that little part for yourself. Okay, now, same thing when you have polynomials. Okay, I think I'm going to draw another figure so I can have a little bit more room. Alright, so let's say, for instance, we have, I'm going to give myself a little bit more room. So we have 4x plus 2 and 5x plus 3. And then on the inside, we have 2x for the base, and we're going to make it simple. 3x for the side. Okay? So, first thing we got to do, find the area of the big guy. So, to find the area of that, we do base times height. So, we got 5x plus 3 times 4x plus 2. Okay? Now, the second part is that we have to subtract the area of the inside guy, which is going to give us 2x times 3x. Okay? Alright. You know what? Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit more difficult so you can see this little part real quick. I'm going to change that 3x instead of just 3x. I'm going to change it to 3x minus 2. Okay, so that you can see what we need to do here. Alright. So add that into your notes. Alright, so the first step is to do all of our multiplication. Okay, just like PEMDAS, right? Parentheses and exponents first, and then multiplication and division. So we're going to start out with the 5x times 4x. This is your 20x squared. 5x times 2 plus 10x. 3 times 4x is 12x. And 3 times 2 is 6. Okay? Now, here's the important part. Okay, this next part, you actually can't drop the parentheses. We're going to distribute. We got 2x. Sorry, not 2x. Made a mistake there. Okay, 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Okay, and then 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. So we're subtracting this whole thing from it. Okay, so remember when we subtract, we actually have to do the additive inverse, okay, or distribute that negative. So our problem now becomes 20x squared plus, I'm going to put these together right now too. So that's going to get plus 22x plus 6. Take our negative to everything, so negative 6x squared, and then plus 4x. Okay, and now we can combine like terms. So 20x squared minus 6x squared will give you 14x squared. 22x and 4x will give you plus 26x. And then we have our 6 plus 6. And there's your answer. That's it. Alright, let's see if we can think of another example here. Alright, for our last example, okay, again we're going to find the area of the outer frame, okay, which the outer frame means this whole outside part here. Okay, alright, so first thing is we got to find the area of the big guy. So we got x plus 2 times 2x plus 3. Okay, and then once we do that, we're going to subtract the guy in the middle, which is x plus 1 and x plus 3. Okay, so then we're going to subtract those. So let's find the area of the first guy first. So x times 2x is 2x squared, x times 3 plus 3x, 2 times 2x plus 4x, 2 times 3, 6. I'm going to put these together. 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay. And then we're going to finish it up. So we got x squared plus 3x plus x. I guess I could just put that as x. There we go. And then plus 3. And then we're going to combine like terms. So we end up with x squared plus 4x plus 3. Okay, now we're subtracting this, so we have to make sure we get that additive inverse of everything in there. Okay, and I'm going to drop my parentheses once I do that. So we got 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 minus x squared minus 4x minus 3. Alright, now we combine like terms. So we got a 2x squared and a minus x squared, 7x and a negative 4x, 6 and a minus 3. And I need to move up. There we go. So 2x squared and minus x squared will give us just x squared. We have 7x and a negative 4x, so that's going to give us positive 3x. And 6 and minus 3, that will give us plus 3. And there is your area. Hopefully that all makes sense to you. If it doesn't, come ask me some questions, talk to your team, whatever you got to do.